So we're heading up the Caterham bypass. It's Friday the 2nd of June and we're off to the Isle of Mull. Had a little bit of a shock because as I was just getting the van literally ready to pull away, I got a text message from Calmac Ferries saying the ferry tomorrow from Oban to wherever we're going, I can't remember, on Mull has been cancelled. Find alternative routes, which when you're going from Oban to the Isle of Mull, however, there is it does appear to be a ferry from Lochaline, which is a bit of a detour. We're going to have to go up via Fort William, which in a way has pleased Jane because we're going to get through we're going to go through Glencoe, so she's well chuffed, but it does mean a much longer journey, so we'll see how things pan out. So we'll be off the Caterham bypass shortly and heading around the M25, M40, M6. Then we're stopping at a travel lodge near Crewe and then carrying on early Saturday for the rest of the journey. So we'll take you with you, take you with us. So the M25 isn't disappointing on a Friday night. What's it saying? 30, half an hour to junction 15. Oh dear. Just about to hit the back of the queue. Jane's not with me. She's in the car with the kayaks. So we're taking those with us to Mull as well. In fact, she looks like she's just about to overtake me in the lane outside. There she goes. So somebody's left it to the last minute to get in that inside lane. So should get to the M40 in about half an hour, 40 minutes. Still the sun's out, it's a lovely day. So we now finally got through all the traffic on the west side of the M25 and we're just coming up to the M40 junction, thank goodness. And it's looking like a pretty clear run all the way up now to the travel lodge that we're staying at Crewe, Barthompton or something. It's a travel lodge literally off the M6 by Crewe. So that's where we're staying overnight, and then probably a really early start if we need to get to Lochaline for the ferry over to Mull, as the Oban one isn't running now. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be a fair journey, but hopefully we'll be able to get there and get across tomorrow. So we'll see how we get on. Just waiting for Jane to catch up. Seems to have got separated on the M25 in the various lanes of traffic. So Jane caught up pretty quickly after we left the M25. We're on the M40 pretty much, yeah, 8 o'clock in the evening, so we're just going to pull into the Oxford services for a quick sandwich, something to eat before we carry on. do. So we're coming up to the travel lodge at just off the motorway at Crewe. It's 10:30. So that's our first part of the journey out of the way. A little bit longer than expected, but well, got to expect a bit of traffic, haven't you, on a Friday? So yeah, that's broken the back of it, and then we'll have to sort out tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be an early start, I think. So we've got to get that little ferry across, hop across, or go all the way round at Fort William. Literally go all the way round. So it's going to add a bit to the journey, but Jane's happy because we're going to go through Glencoe. Never thought I'd be so happy to see a Travelodge sign. Gosh. It's all a bit mysterious, isn't it? Oh, well, that's jammed in. Let's hope Jane doesn't need to get anything. Oh dear. So we're now starting the second leg of our journey. So back on the M6, it's 5:30 in the morning. We've got 400 miles-ish to go. Gorgeous day, sun's out, just a tiny mist. So we're off. Let's see what the day holds. So just heading over the Manchester shipping canal. It's lovely driving on these motorways at 6 o'clock or whatever it is in the morning. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh. Jane's in the car behind with the kayaks on the roof still, hopefully. Stopped at there's a Shell petrol station at the Travelodge, so we got ourselves a Costa coffee just to keep us going. And then Jane made some flapjacks. So we've had a couple of flapjacks for breakfast. Certainly not the healthiest option, but just need to get some miles in before the traffic starts building. So we're just heading past the Lake District on the left-hand side of us. Just gone past the Kendal Junction. So yeah, making some really good progress at the moment. Lovely, really lovely and quiet on the roads. Oh. I know I'm going to jinx it, but ...95 miles to Glasgow. Just gone past Carlisle. There we go. We're officially in Scotland. I'm sure that temperature gauge has just dropped a degree or two on the van. No, it must have been my imagination. So, making really good progress. So we're just travelling on this is the M74 now. Really lovely road. Just a bit further back, oh, there's some more windmills or wind turbines. It's fantastic to see that they're not turning at all. Down south we've had a couple of weeks of really windy weather, so to have such a calm day, the first day travelling up, it's really good to see. Not very environmentally friendly, but when you're going on holiday to Scotland, no wind is good news. 42 miles to Glasgow. So there's the official sign, welcome to Glasgow. I'm totally going to regret saying this, but there's just no traffic. This was the M25 in London on a Saturday morning. Just nothing. Fantastic. So we're now running alongside Loch Lomond. Looking really, really nice out there today. Fairly calm. Yeah. Stunning. No hold-ups through Glasgow, which was fantastic. Here's the traffic jam. Can't think of much better places than to be stuck in a traffic jam. Don't know why, but I always think of this bridge as kind of the entrance to Glencoe. Probably totally wrong, but that's what I think. It's like that's the start of Glencoe, that bridge. Start going up after that point. Lake's like a mill pond over there. Stunning. Just come past the Glencoe ski centre on the left there, and I can't turn you around, but up the top there are still a few little patches of snow, so not big enough to ski on. You might be able to make a snowman, but that's about it. So we've got through Glencoe, and now we're just going over the bridge on the way to Fort William. We're going to try and get on the what is it? The Corran? Is it the Corran ferry? I don't know. The website last night said it wasn't working, or didn't appear to be working, so we'll give that a go. Otherwise we'll do the loop all the way around via Fort William and then down to Lochaline. I don't mind if we have to do the drive, actually. It's such a lovely day. If you're ever up this way, we stayed at a bed and breakfast just near the ferry on that sort of sticky out bit, and round the back of the B&B and the back of the village is a red squirrel. What would you call it? They feed them there. Fantastic little place. Don't have to pay, and you can go and see the little red squirrels. We saw them darting through the trees and everything. Yeah, it's fantastic. So it's sort of along here. I can't remember the name of the place, but it's along here on the right. There's a red squirrel place. There's also a lovely walk up into the hills. But yeah, if you want to see red squirrels, that's probably a good opportunity in there. So, talk about lucky, the ferry's just only started running in the last 10 or 15 minutes, so this is going to save us a fair distance and quite a lot of time, which is great. About 3 or 4 minutes on that ferry has saved us about an hour. Fantastic.
What's that?
yeah, we're off the ferry. We're heading down now to Loch Line to get the ferry there across to Mull. So hopefully won't be too big a queue, and we'll be in the campsite before end of the day, which will be fantastic. You probably wouldn't come down this part of the world if you were travelling around Scotland. We came a few years ago and stopped in Loch Line in a sort of Airbnb place and went diving with Loch Line dive charters. So yeah, we spent a week there doing a load of dives in the sort of like the Mull Sound, or whatever you want to call it, Mull Channel, between Mull and the mainland. We had a great week's diving. On the sort of last day of diving, we decided to can the diving, and we went out to the Colne Island, and we snorkeled with basking sharks, which was absolutely amazing. But yeah, this is a lovely part of Scotland that very few people will come to. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. Just heading down the side of the loch. Just looking out to our right. I think that's not a fish farm. I think that's a mussel farm where they hang the ropes down for the mussels to grow on, because there aren't any sea pens for the fish. They've got long lines of buoys. Might be a mussel farm. I don't know, do they do oysters up this way? No, I'd say that's mussels. Anyway. Heading up and over away from that loch now, across to the other side to Loch Allen. Oh. Nearly held Postman Pat up. Somebody coming down, so we better stop here. Unless they've stopped up there. No, they're coming down. Oh, as the ferry got in, and this is all the people unloading. We're going to get loads. And we've arrived. There's the ferry down there. Whether we'll catch it, who knows. If we get this, don't get this one, we'll get the next one, hopefully. And we're on the ferry. Fantastic news. Sorry?
Where is it? Just see me in. Was he the skipper of the dive boat?
I don't know, was he?
Sure he was.
Ask him. So we've landed on Mull, actually ahead, well ahead of when we were due to land if we'd got the Oban ferry, which is yeah, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it's just literally a mile or so from Fishnish to the campsite. So glorious weather. Probably be time for beer and a snoozer clock when we get there, or maybe snooze then a beer. Let's see. Yeah, that spanner in that toolkit. Oh, need to get that sorted. That's rattled the whole. Trouble is, when you're filming, you got the sound off, so you can't. You can hear everything when you got the sounds blasting. You don't hear all these rattles. Just up here. disappointed I haven't seen an otter or a sea eagle yet. We've still got a couple of 100 yards before we get to the campsite. Right by a graveyard. Oh dear. Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. Here we are. Well, that's not half bad. First impressions. Obviously, it looks a hell of a lot better in glorious sunshine than howling wind and rain. Fantastic.